I wanted to tell you a little bit about the thinking that went into the next cover. So I actually, I decided early on that it was going to be a road trip theme. We'll take a look. Oops, I'm giving something away already. I decided early on that I wanted it to be a road trip theme, and I knew I was going to have a vehicle on the front cover. But the problem is, Greg's head is always the same size on all of the covers, so I couldn't really show a whole minivan or a whole car. I could only show a part of it because it wouldn't fit. I knew that it was a challenge to show on the cover that the road trip had gone wrong, that something had gone wrong. So I wanted to show a car that was a little bit beat up or something like that. Also, Greg, if you notice on all the covers, he's always frowning. So he's always frowning or grimacing. So I wanted to show in lots of different ways that this is an unhappy trip. So here are a few of the images, a few of the concepts I came up with. In this first image, Greg is in the back of the minivan. Right? And he's sort of splashed against the back window because his parents have hit the brakes, for example. So I kind of like this image, but it was a lot to squeeze onto one torn piece of paper on the front cover. In my second image, I have Greg in the way, way back of the minivan. In fact, there's a movie out called The Way, Way Back. And if that wasn't out, I may have used that as my title. But I like that idea that every kid has been there where you're sort of crammed into this small space. And here there's a lot of luggage. Also, by showing the minivan in side view, you can show a flat tire, which tells you that this road trip isn't going well. The third concept image I came up with was basically the same thing, but from the back view, a rear view image. And then my fourth concept, which isn't done that well, but it gets the concept across, is that Greg is spilling out of the minivan with his luggage. So those were the four concepts I came up with.